with Tina Martin right now, who's the head coach of the Delaware Blue Hens, coming off just a phenomenal season, 31-2, made it to the second round of the NCAA tournament, and you've got the pleasure of having a great cast of returning players led by the CAA Preseason Player of the Year, Elena Deladon.
Yeah, everybody's talking about our 5 returning starters, and rightfully so. I mean, we did have a very good year last year, and it's an exciting time to be a Blue Hen, and certainly we are looking forward to the season. We have a challenging schedule that I know our players are looking forward to. I'm personally just trying to take it one day at a time right now. We've got some things in mind as far as our goals and what we want to accomplish, but truly we've got the 6 seniors, but we also have 6 first-year players on our roster. So the older players are like, let's move along, let's go fast, and the younger players are like, can we slow down? We still need to understand some of this terminology in our system. So it's been interesting. The dynamic has been interesting with this group.
I have people in my family who never once watched a Northeastern game, but have called me up and said, hey, is there any way you could get me some Delaware tickets? I'm like, is this a joke? The atmosphere of Delaware has just totally changed. The football team used to be the go-to team, and now it's women's basketball. Just talk about a little bit of the school as a whole.
Well, the football team is still very good, but, overall, yes, women's basketball particularly has grown by leaps and bounds, and the fan base has been tremendous. We've got almost 3,000 season ticket holders now. Even for the first 2 rounds of the NCAA tournament, it's up to 2,300 tickets already, and we haven't played a game yet. And that just tells you how excited the Delaware fans are about women's basketball. And I'm anticipating big crowds for us this year. And every fan, no matter if I see them in the grocery store or on the street, they all want to talk women's basketball, which is great, and it's exciting, and that's what you want for your program. And certainly we've caught that fever, that Blue Hen fever, and it's a lot of fun right now to be a women's basketball player and to be a women's basketball coach in the state of Delaware.
Elena, seems like she's been here a long time. I know most people would be very glad whenever she leaves the team to have to play her. She obviously led the nation in scoring, just a tremendous all-around player. But how she had to work to expand her game, because now every time she goes out, their mission is not let them be beaten by her.
Well, I think the big thing is that the teamwork. I said this a while ago. The team has embraced Elena, and Elena's embraced the team, and they read screens really well for Elena to get her the basketball. Everybody's defense is geared towards Elena, and certainly our team has to be aware of that and work together and help her get the basketball and get the touches she needs, not only to score, but also to find open people, because she is also one of our leading assist leaders as well. But her game really has evolved, if you will, because she trusts her teammates, and she understands that they're looking for her, they're reading things, and she helps them to read, as well as her being able to have great knowledge of the game. So they've really grown together, if you will, the seniors, and now their job is to help these freshmen understand what's going on once they get on the floor. So I think Elena has grown by leaps and bounds in the leadership role. She's talking more, she's more vocal, and certainly her knowledge of the game, and in particular our system, is very, very good. And so she can talk to them on the floor and direct them and guide them just like a coach would, and that certainly has helped us overall.
Again, everyone does talk about Elena, but having the 4 girls and having a supporting cast like that, Lauren Carrick, for example, what does it mean for them to be a part of this team with Elena? But just the fact that they are so important, and every interview you do, every interview she does, that's pretty much where you guys go with it. You don't really talk about Elena because it is, having 5 starters back, great, but those 4 are just as important as she is.
Oh, absolutely. And as I said, they create opportunities for Elena. Lauren Carraz, our 3-point shooter, and shoots it really well, and that opens up the floor for everyone else. Danielle Parker, does all the dirty work inside, rebounding, running the floor, defending the best post player. Tremaine Lucas is the orchestrator, if you will. She's my point guard. She knows where the ball needs to go, who needs to get it at what particular time. And then Akima Richards is such a spark plug. She's got speed. She's able to run the floor. She's able to start fast break opportunities. All 5 starters play off of each other so well, and Elena understands that. She knows it's a team game, and she knows she's only as good as the players around her. So, the kids really have bought into our system, and that's what makes it so great. And now we've got to get the other players who have played either smaller roles or who are first-year players to really come into that fold with the 5 starters. And that's our challenge this year, is to get those young ladies, because we usually do go 9 or 10 deep, and we need to get those other young ladies on board and on the same page, if you will. And that's the challenge of the 5 starters. The coaching staff is to really get that bench solidified and solid, because we did lose some important seniors from last year's team who did a lot both on the court and off the court. So we're finding our team chemistry, and it's been fun the first couple of practices now that we've gotten started, but we still have a long way to go.
You know, if you look at your schedule, and of course nationwide, you're on the map now. You got a showdown with Maryland,
Yes.
a team that obviously you want to take them one at a time, but certainly if you do well against Maryland, that's really going to put you in the forefront.
Well, you know, there's no question. We played Maryland last year at Maryland in front of about 8,000 people, and it was a great game. And we're hoping, you know, coming to the Bob Carpenter Center, I believe that game probably will be a sellout, which is very exciting for women's basketball as a whole. I'm really excited about the challenge of playing a Maryland, who's a top 5 program in the country. A lot of people think they have a chance, a shot at a national championship type of thing. So it'll be a great home game to have, and our fans are into it. But you're right, you can't look ahead. We got to first worry about the WNIT game on November 9th, and then take it one game at a time. But there are some exciting games on our schedule that I think our team is really looking forward to.
Congratulations, it's been a great run, and it's a lot of great basketball ahead for the Blue Hens.
Well, thank you.
Before we get out of here, I got to ask you, on an average, how many times a day do you hear Elena Deladon?
Probably about, I'd say, every 10th word.
There you go.
But it never gets old, does it?
I know it's
No,
not,
it
is
doesn't get old. Someone asked me about having her, you know, and I said, I'll take it for another 20 years. I think most of the coaches would faint if they heard that, but maybe I'll petition the NCAA and ask them for
Good luck on that
longevity.
one.
But no, she's a great young lady on and off the court, and she's been a pleasure to coach.
Tina, thanks.
Thank you very much.